canceling headphones. Apply for yours at bankofamerica.com/more-rewarding. Copyright 2020 Bank of America Corporation.
Frank's Red Hot Thick Sauce is still the perfect blend of flavor and heat, but in 4 flavors, like Buffalo Ranch. It's thicker and saucier than ever. How thick? Thick. Frank's Red Hot Thick Sauce. I mean, that's on everything.
Do you have an opinion? Of course you do. Call the D Las Vegas 97.1 with tickets to the line at 248-939-9797. The D Las Vegas, the home of Detroit sports in Vegas.
97.1 The Ticket and CBS Sports Radio 1270. Your homes for the NFL on Westwood One. Philadelphia Eagles host the Washington football team. Sunday night football. Pre-game at 7:30 on 97.1 The Ticket.
So, last week was an important week for a lot of people. Last week was Fantasy Football Championship. I took a lot of grief because I was part of the Fantasy Football League. I was commissioner for 20 years. And we decided to just opt out and not play. You know what I realized last week, David? I didn't miss it at all.
What? Not at all.
I didn't. Not at all. I didn't miss fantasy football. I actually got to enjoy the games. I wasn't forced to watch a game that I had no interest in other than I can't have this wide receiver score 2 touchdowns and I win my game. I was able to watch Monday Night Football with no anxiety whatsoever and not think that, okay, please, God, don't get to 98 yards. You can get to 97 yards, but don't get that 98th yard because then I'm going to lose my game. I thought that it was going to be there. I thought that I was going to have some regret. None whatsoever. I enjoyed playing fantasy football, but for this year, now, next year, I'll probably play again. But taking a year off, man, it was refreshing. And I'm watching people was just stressing out. Oh, my championship. First of all, no one cares. Fantasy football, guy, let me help you out. No one cares if you won or lost your game on social media. You rank right up there with taking pictures of food guy and vacation guy. Nobody really cares. You can save that stuff, but nah, I didn't, David. I enjoyed the games. I felt like I enjoyed the games more because I got to watch teams that I wanted to watch. I wasn't held hostage watching, the Bengals play the Jags because somebody got the Jags number 2 receiver. And it was a game I would never watch, but now I gotta watch it because I gotta pay attention to whether this clown is gonna beat me or not. I never watched that game. I got to pick and choose and enjoy the NFL for what the NFL is. And it's a thing of beauty if you're not doing the fantasy stuff. Dude, I love it.
No way.
Really?
I can't be without fantasy football. So you mean to tell me that DK Metcalf goes off during the season and you don't say, man, I probably would have drafted him. That'd have been nice to have that day. You don't say that at all? You didn't miss any of that? Any of Josh Allen this year? Any of Steph Diggs?
No, I got to say, wow, that DK, I can sit here and enjoy the purity of the game and not be angry because he's screwing me over by having the greatest game of his life.
But that's part of it. When Josh Allen went off and beat my team in real life, he also beat me in fantasy, okay? And I was heartbroken, but it's part of it. It's what you love about fantasy football. Love that part. I can't be without it.
I had fun, man. It was one of the things in 2020 I thought I was really going to miss. Trust me, when we decided not to play the league, I felt like, I feel dirty. I need to be playing fantasy football. But last week, I realized all season long that every game and every performance that I wanted to watch is because I wanted to watch it. There was no stress. There was no anxiety. There was no bitterness. There was no, I hate this player. Because this player, like, to this day, I still don't like Tiki Barber. Because Tiki Barber screwed me back in the day. Scored a meaningless touchdown in the game, and I lost a fantasy football championship. And I've never forgiven him to this day.
Forgiving him.
Never forgiven him. It was a meaningless game. Didn't need to do it. But I thought it was something that I was going to miss. I didn't. I enjoyed it. It was fun, man. It was watching the Lions get picked apart. Well, second half worked, because at that point I really wanted to turn the game off.
Yeah,
I wanted to see
man.
Brady.
That was rough.
I wanted to see Brady throw for 8 touchdowns. I did. I was selfish, and I did. But other games, yeah, watching Metcalf, DK, oh yeah, great. Watching it, watching teams, watching the Niners piss away draft picks and keep winning stupid games that they should lose. Got me angry, but I'm not sitting there saying, oh, my fantasy guys, I hate this. Didn't have to do that, man. Didn't have the stress, didn't have the anxiety, didn't have that Monday night loss because I had to stay up till the final minute of the game only to lose because the kicker is my opponent's kicker, and I lose by 2 points because he made a field goal in a game that I didn't care about. I got to watch football that I liked. That was me. I thought I was going to miss it, folks, and I did. And I don't know. I could be in the minority because I know a lot of people still play. And I don't even know how you dealt with the fact of the whole COVID thing, especially in the middle of the season when games was being moved around. What if you had Josh Allen as your main quarterback and you didn't even know if they were going to play that week? Did the Tuesday game still count for that week? And what if the game got postponed? Do you have to now plug in your backup QB in case this game doesn't even happen? I didn't have to deal with any of that, Dave.
Oh, that was fun, though. I mean, I get it. COVID had a lot to do and players not playing all of a sudden, but that was just part of another strategy of fantasy football this year. Decide what you're doing, figure out if this receiver's playing or not, and go from there. It's great.
I love the fact I got to watch games. I got to watch you stress on a Wednesday as you cashed out of our show watching the Steelers game.
Never cashed out. I never cashed out.
I'm sorry. As you were so attentive to our show that day.
Oh, I'm sorry. What did you say?
And David's sitting there looking at the screen like David. And he's like, I'm not looking at the screen. I'm like, Kenny, look at David. He's just up there, mouth open like, come on. You can see you. I can read your lips saying, come on. Oh. Hey, David, you paying attention to the show? Yeah, I'm paying attention to the show. I ain't watching this game.
I was so thankful that Joe Hayden intercepted that ball during the commercial break. Because I went crazy. You're right. I'm just saying, if it would have been during the game or during the show, you're right. You might have, not happy.
David, we all knew that you weren't paying attention. We were like, we got David for the first hour and a half of the show. After that, done. But, like I said, for me, I didn't miss it. I mean, I'll probably go back, but yeah, and I could be in the minority. 248-539-9797. I don't know if I was the only one like that, if I was the only one that didn't play. But man, I got a newfound appreciation for just watching NFL games and not have to live and die whether somebody picked up a wide receiver or a running back that I never heard of. It was like, he's still in the league? Oh, God, now I got to watch this guy play. I got to watch this team play. I don't even like this team. I didn't have to do any of that. If I didn't want to watch the game, I didn't have to watch the game. I loved it. And that's just one of a few things that I thought I would miss in 2020. And I really didn't. I'll give you a few more. If you want to chime in, if anything that you thought like, oh my God, I'm going to really miss this. And then now that it's the end of the year, if you're honest with yourself, you realize you really didn't miss it at all. Give us a call, shoot us a ticket text, 248-539-9797, 971 the ticket.
Rico is absolutely right. Fantasy schmantasy. Let's talk about official sports betting. BetMGM is coming soon to Michigan. But you can sign up right now, and there's a very special offer. You gotta listen to this. Open a BetMGM account today, and you'll receive $100 in free sports bets and an additional $100 in free casino bets. You understand what I'm saying here? $200. It's the best way to be ready for action the moment BetMGM begins accepting wagers, and there's no deposit required. That's the cool part. Enjoy the same excitement you come to expect at MGM Grand Detroit on an easy-to-use, state-of-the-art app, and find out why BetMGM is the king of sports books with the best daily promotions. Plus, you can play your favorite casino games anytime from anywhere in Michigan. So come on, get in and under early, sign up today, and get $100 in free sports bets and $100 in free casino bets that you can use as soon as the fun starts at BetMGM. You must be 21 years or older. Gambling problem, call 1-800-270-7117 for confidential help. Excludes Michigan disassociated persons.
97.1 The Ticket. Traffic.
From the WWJ AM 950 Traffic Center, this report brought to you by Buff Wayland Chevrolet. Hurry in to Buff Wayland Chevrolet and see why they're #1 volume Chevy dealer in the USA for the last 3 years. Buff Wayland Chevrolet, 17.5 in Van Dyke and Sterling Heights. Call 800-WAYLAND-1 or go to buffwayland.com. Find new roads. We're watching an accident at the bottom of the 12-mile entrance ramp to 75 southbound. The ramp is still open, but traffic is slow getting on. In Woodhaven on West Road, east of I-75, we have non-functioning traffic lights in all directions. Traffic there is backed up half a mile. I'm Julia Deal in the WWJ 24-hour Traffic Center.
No one is tougher than Michiganders, but this crisis requires tough decisions. It's not hard to wear a mask and keep our distance, but it's tough as nails to keep at it. Only seeing loved ones virtually. That kind of tough takes off. Killer. Get us past this thing. Henry Ford Health System is open, ready, and safe. All for you. Visit henryford.com/toughlove. Consider not every delicious McDonald's beverage that tastes a little extra delicious simply because it's from McDonald's. So that's what this is. Refreshing reward prices. Like $1 for any size serving, or just $2 for a serving. If you listen carefully, McDonald's drinks taste extra delicious on sale. Price works occasionally. Can't be combined with
Last night's sleep interrupted by pain. Tonight, silence it with one difficult night pain. Restful sleep now with powerful pain relief. Z-Full Night Pain combines America's #1 sleep aid with a maximum strength pain reliever, so you can fall asleep fast and wake feeling rested. Because pain should never get in the way of a great night's sleep. New Z-Full Night Pain. Silence pain. Sleep soundly. Available at retailers near you.
What happens next year? This time
front-wheel drive for just $129 a month. Leases for 36 months, 10,000 miles a year with $2,000 down. So for a great deal and a great deal more, come visit our new dealership on 14 Mile Road east of John R. Madison Heights. Remember, we want to see you in a Gowan Kia. Check us out online at GowanKia.com.
If you're drowning in IRS debt and can't afford to pay, then you need to take advantage of special IRS tax programs that are available and free yourself from IRS collection efforts once and for all. Due to the financial hardship consumers are facing throughout the country, the Internal Revenue Service has made it easier to settle delinquent tax problems. An open phone line has been established with Community Tax for consumers to call and see if they qualify. Take
But Michigan college athletes will now be allowed to sign endorsement deals, hire agents, accept gifts without punishment thanks to 2 bills that Big Gretch just signed. Caveat to that kicks in 2023. So it ain't right. So we gotta wait to see. We gotta wait to see what happens with that. But yeah, Big Gretch just signed 2 bills allowing athletes to get paid starting in 2023, and I think that's going to change things. We've seen a lot of states do this, and I think they simply to give the NCAA enough time to fix this. And if you don't fix this, this is going to be a rule. So it's a clock. The NCAA has been put on notice. We got 2 years to get your stuff together and make sure that folks get paid off of their images. If not, we'll just turn this into a law. So that just happened. So we can talk about that. Plus, we want to know what is it that you're missing out on when you thought you were going to miss out on. In essence, it really wasn't that big of a deal. Fantasy football was that for me. I got to enjoy the NFL. I got to just truly love the games and make bets on the game. Not sitting up here wondering if some backup QB is going to be the end of my season. I didn't have that stress at all. You know something else that you don't think about it, but you really don't miss at all? 2020. The holiday parties. Now, I don't know how holiday parties were in Intercom, but yeah, holiday, you don't have to go and do all the fake snoozing and eat stuff that you really find disgusting. You didn't have to do any of that stuff. You did.
David loves doing that.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I do. David, you really do?
No, I don't. I never attend those things.
Roberto, I know I've heard stories of how much you enjoy holiday parties. I've seen pictures of how much you enjoy.
Well, that one's different. Those are different. Those are the show dinners. We have fun.
All right.